If y'all love black people, like this, comment, and share if y'all love black people.
Let's talk about gender roles and talking about them in the classroom. So this last week, as you all know, was Valentine's Day, and this is what my students discussed through the week. Wow. It wasn't the first time they were talking about the gender binary. We already talked about pronouns. We had talked about girl and boy stereotypes. We had named those stereotypes. Talking about access, we've been talking about trans rights. Recently, we've been having discussions about power and dynamics of power in our society, which leads right into social norms, which leads right into the gender binary. Our discussions were amazing, y'all. This is my thing. Out of those discussions, we ended up moving into self-love because I realized so many of my students were already looking at themselves and at their bodies and even at their gender negatively. This to say that the gender binary is constantly harming us day to day. Only a few people gain power from it. Everyone else is trying to conform to the societal norms. This harm, as we're already seeing, starts at a young age.
Oh my god, the trolls are coming out, y'all. There is a man on YouTube with a large following who made a response video to my video about the statistical rarity of lifelong weight loss. And his followers have just been harassing me like crazy, commenting personal attacks in my comment section, and a few of them have even sent me death threats. So first, I think this is a pretty clear example of how when you push up against people's core beliefs, and yes, venerating thinness is a core belief for many people, the response is strong. When we think about the values that construct somebody's worldview, we often don't think about body size, but there are a lot of people, I would argue most people, have very strong beliefs about what body size means about individual people. And oftentimes when people feel triggered and they feel like they need to defend that core belief, they reveal their own prejudices, which people have been doing a lot with me recently, calling me lazy, stupid, sloppy, unmotivated, etc.
Hi, my name's Azzy. I'm a preschool teacher. I've had a very long day. My hair looks like this, and I am chock full of unpopular opinions. Rapid fire, let's go. There is no conversation too big for a preschooler. Don't make fun of your kids. You want an action to stop? Make it boring. Always take time to tell your kids why. And don't get frustrated at continuous whys. Tell kids when you're frustrated. Let kids know it's okay to be wrong. Let your kids get hurt. Let your kids be messy. Don't spank your kids. I don't know why that one's so unpopular. Encourage hobbies and interests, even if you think they're weird. Stranger danger is unhelpful. Don't make things a mystery. No, I'll tell you when you're older. Seriously, it'll just make it more interesting to them. Teach your kids to respect animals. No, seriously, take time to tell your kids why. Yeah, counting is important, but it's way more important to know how to make friends. You're raising a human.
Take away your things and go. Can't take back what you say. Oh no.
Is that thought you want to cuff? Is that thought you?
Tell me you're mid-size without telling me you're mid-size. Let me go first. Ooh, just kidding. I just want to see y'all's beautiful bodies. Show me. Mwah.
Can we please give up this whole feminism is just about equality? If you support equality, you're a feminist. No, the fuck you're not. Feminism is more than just wanting equality, okay? It's a movement that is centered around women's liberation and misogyny oppressed people. Like, stop trying to push that liberal feminist definition so bad. And I feel like people are trying to push that definition because it appeases men anxiety and irrational fear of a female supremacy soon. Like, they're trying to tell them, no, we're just trying to be your equal, we're not trying to be above you guys. No, the fuck we're not. Like, stop. Also, by the way, can we talk about this creator? Because okay, he built his entire platform talking about feminism in the most cliche, non-nuanced lib fem way ever, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. Like, his account is really like a cringe spectacle. And yes, I call it a spectacle because I feel that he's very performative. The reason I feel this way is not because he's a man. I see you guys coming. I follow a lot of leftist guys who talk about feminism, but like in such a more intelligent, critical thinking way. He just actually takes like those gotcha and one-liners, feminist sayings that been on the internet forever and just copy and paste them and post them. That's literally all he does, and he get praised for that. Like, you see a bunch of girls in his comment calling him a god and how we should protect him. Like come on, like, this is getting ridiculous. And I also feel it's performative because he never does anything outside of that, never analyzes anything, never engages with any kind of feminist theory. Like, you can tell that the guy does not know much about feminism history, about feminism literature, and like, that is what is required to be an ally. Like, people think it's enough to go on the to make a video saying, well, assault is wrong, RAP is wrong, if you support assault, you support rapists. It's like, we know that, but see, like, the sky is blue. You need to do a little more than that. I would rather men not being ally than being ally in this way. And the reason I think his stuff is this praised and this like appreciated, especially by girls, is because he's a man and he's conventionally good looking. Because like his takes and his videos are like super old. Everyone been saying that, and they don't get as much views and as much praise as he does. So it just strikes me the wrong way, the way he uses his platform. But I guess he's talking about feminism, so we have to be happy.
Here to serve as today's reminder that BMI and weight are fake. This is what 210 pounds looks like. Yes, women can weigh over 200 pounds. And no, I am not tall. I am actually very short, so my BMI is quite high. But there are way better indicators for health than BMI and weight, like cholesterol levels, blood pressure, blood sugar. Mine are all low. But if you needed even more evidence that BMI is fake, people with a normal weight BMI do not live as long as overweight people. Maybe the BMI standard for normal weight is just too low.
Stop dating toxic men!
Or you can stop yourself from talking to women that way. The reason why women get into toxic relationships is not because of a woman's lack of will or determination. It's because the psychological forces that a toxic man leverages against a woman to trap her in his toxicity are so potent that any woman across socioeconomic status, race, abilities, educational attainment, and ethnicities can be lured and trapped. Toxic men don't come with "I am toxic" on their forehead. They come with feigned niceness and a lot of manipulation tactics so they can prime and groom the woman to give them second chances, a benefit of the doubt, forgiveness, and a lot of other good things a good human being has. The solution to the social phenomena of women dating toxic men isn't to tell women to stop dating toxic men. It's to make sure that there are no toxic men to begin with. So women can just date without having to worry about being taken advantage of. Women must have the right to date without having to worry about their emotional, psychological, and physical safety.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
That's like flawless though.
Yeah, I am flawless.
You're flawless? Okay, so like what, like let's be real this time. Alright, so like on 1 to 10, like for real, like realistically, what would you rate yourself?
A 10.
A 10? Okay.
It's not the vibe.
Hi, I'm Azzy. I'm a preschool teacher, and I make content about my kids. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's educational. Mostly I'm just venting. And today's vent goes out to the men. Specifically, men who work in a female-dominated industry. Y'all feel singled out. Y'all feel like you're not, like suddenly people aren't listening to you. First of all, guess what we feel like every single time we're in a male-dominated industry? Every single time. It's that. We feel that way. The difference is we don't try to power trip it. I'm tired of men telling me how to do my job when I've been doing my job longer and better than they have been. And specifically, if you've just broken a child's ankle, don't tell me how to do my job in any capacity.
This is for men who complain about the fact that women do not like nice guys. The image of a nice guy that you are thinking of was constructed by other men, without ever consulting with women what is acceptable to us, without ever asking or listening to women about what we actually want in a man. So when you have turned to dating coaches who are also men, when you have only consulted with other men about how to treat women and how to be liked and desired by us, do not be surprised that all your male advice does not work on women. Women disapproving of you and still not desiring you is a natural and logical consequence of you not listening to women. Women look at character, and niceness is not a character, it's a superficiality. If you want to connect with us, if you want to build a relationship with us, and if you want to be in a relationship with us, and if you want to be desired by us, your first step is to ask us what we want in a man and listen to it.
We even got a secret handshake, and God loves the music that my band makes.